VDC coordinator here at Bird Construction, and welcome to our job site here in Neepawa, Manitoba. This is the Neepawa Health Center project, and everyone here is excited for their new hospital, so welcome. I'm a VDC coordinator, so that's a virtual design and construction coordinator. Okay, so we've got our Mavic Mini 3 Pro here. I work with architects and engineers on projects to run constructability reviews. We work together weekly or sometimes daily to work through designs in a virtual environment using BIM to coordinate models, coordinate their designs, and make sure that it's constructible and that there's no clashes or any issues throughout the project. BIM is building information modeling. It's essentially the building in 3D form. There are different levels of development in BIM, and that depends on which standard you are using on that project. Now I'm going to turn on the controller. So in construction, especially on large projects like this, drones become very useful to capture a job site where the human eye cannot see the progress. So it allows us to be able to capture the entire site very quickly and efficiently right with one device. We're able to use that data to develop point cloud files, develop some type of content that we can use for analytic purposes, and then also quality control. This is the monitor for this RC controller, and I'm able to view anything that the drone is capturing. We would typically take out the drone at least a couple times a week on a project definitely like this, where there's lots of activity, it's a huge site. We're able to go and document the progress on the site for the owner at a large scale, and it also allows them to be able to understand everything that's going on with all scopes within one picture as well. Sometimes it gets a little difficult being able to track what picture's been taken where when you're taking a bunch of little pictures and uploading it to your coordination platform. That drone captured makes it easier to just have a big overall view of the entire site and its activities and the progress that are going on site. The information that you can gather from a drone, you can actually use the captures to complete photogrammetry, and that photogrammetry can be converted into a point cloud. And that point cloud will create a bunch of little points all over the site and basically create a 3D version of the site. We can use that file in many ways. On a large project like this where the land was undeveloped, it used to be a farm field, we're able to do cut and fill analysis and calculations for the project, and we can also review any excavations, so being able to take that point cloud and overlay it with the model for the site and be able to analyze what's left and if they're on track with the contract that they've been awarded for that project. So being able to analyze those type of project scopes, not only that, but you can also do quality control. So let's say the steel is installed right now. We've got a good skeleton of the building that we can actually use a drone and fly around and capture a bunch of images and turn it into that point cloud file and be able to review if the steel has been installed correctly or if there's any issues that we can address ahead of time before we figure out that there's a problem on site with that joist, or let's say that column was installed in the wrong location. We're able to identify those type of issues ahead of time using this type of technology, comparing it with BIM in a virtual environment. So our home point has now been updated. The types of projects that offer the most dynamic opportunities would be large-scale projects such as this one, and also projects that are inaccessible by foot, such as power dams or bridges, trying to get the underside of those bridges, and then being able to also just capture any project is also just a great thing to be able to do, just because you get to go in areas or be able to view the project in a way that you wouldn't be able to without a drone. Bird benefits from the UAS technologies by being able to capture our projects at a level that you wouldn't be able to before UAS technologies. It allows us to be able to be more efficient by helping us be on top of the quality control and be able to identify any issues on site where we wouldn't be able to identify if we were just walking across the site with the boots on the ground. And it allows us to be able to manage and examine our sites at a higher level, never seen before the UAS technologies. It's right over top. I'm not sure if you can see that. I love operating the drone. I think it's a lot of fun for a lot of people on site. We have smaller drones that the guys operate and girls operate on site where we're able to capture weekly progress or bi-weekly, even sometimes daily, depending the activity. Everyone loves being able to fly them on site and getting that experience. I personally enjoy it. I see the value in having this type of technology on the job site. Just throughout my career in the industry, I've been able to see the progression with this type of technology. Being able to use it in a valuable way where we're cutting time and documentation on site, where it would take somebody with the boots on the ground capturing a bunch of pictures throughout the site. It can be done with a quick shot now with the drone being available to our site team. And then I obviously see a lot of potential with being able to capture that type of data, so getting a whole flight planned out, being able to use that data to turn it into a point cloud file, which becomes a huge tool in construction for what I do and in general for the industry, of being able to use that data in a 3D environment. When it comes to implementing UAS technologies, Bird has only started seeing a little glimpse of what this type of technology has to offer. And we've already seen a positive impact on both our schedule and our budget on projects. And we've also been able to make clients very happy and been able to continue relationships due to the services that we provide. With this type of technology, we're also able to cut down on the extra services and resources that we would require to analyze a whole job site. We're now able to do that with the new tool that we have on our job sites, the drone, to be able to just coordinate and review any data that they've captured on site. It just allows for a better way of capturing a whole project. It's a lot for a GC to be reviewing everything on a job site. We've done it for centuries, but using this technology definitely has a positive impact on the quality of the review that we complete on site, and also just the level of review that we are able to complete with that data just opens the doors to a whole new world of managing and examining the work that is going on in our job sites. I'm going home! My battery's low, going home! With the UAS technologies in construction, I can see a future where there's going to be a lot more site personnel familiar with drone technology, UAS technology, where they're going to be able to capture their own projects and become a value to the team on site. I also see a future where the technology might be more of a standard for all job sites and becoming just a general tool where the site would essentially capture their project site with this type of technology regularly. But not only capture this technology, but also have the capabilities on site to process this data and be able to use it proactively and efficiently. I think that that's where we're heading with UAS technology, and I think we're just at the start.